What's up? It's your girl Signature, aka Sig The Trig, that prima donna chick. I'm here with AllHipHop.com. Make sure y'all download Queen of the Streets and say so.
What's up, everybody? It's Chuck Creekmur, aka Why Do I Have to Introduce Myself? Here with Signature. What's going on with you?
Hi, Chuck.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good to talk to you. We're here at One World Studios here in New York City, and it's been a couple years since our last interview with All Hip Hop.
Yeah.
So I saw you posted on Instagram. I was like, you know what? It's time to get another interview with you, catch up, and just get a refresher on Signature. Now, first of all, I'm going right in. I see you doing this reality show. I don't know. I have no connection to the reality show world at all. So tell everybody the show you're on, what's going on with you. I see, threats and stuff going back and forth. I'm telling you, I promise you, I have no clue. I think it's Black Ink though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Black Ink. So what's up with that?
I was on Black Ink for an episode. And I say an episode because I don't think I'm coming back on. It got a little too crazy. And I don't think that's like my life, my lifestyle. Just that show in particular. I wouldn't say reality TV I won't do, because I think if I get a certain offer to, give my life to the world the way that I want them to see it, I might take it. But that show in particular, I don't think it really fits me.
My first thought was, I don't know that you have like a lot of tattoos or anything like that.
I actually got 8.
You have 8 tattoos? Okay.
My spinal cord is tatted up.
Oh, for real?
It just, I'm a lady, so not that you're not a lady with it, but like I'm a professional. I used to like work in, corporate America, so I hid them.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I didn't know that. But the other part of you is, I just felt like I saw parts of you that I never saw before.
That no one never seen.
But you had it on your Instagram, right? Because I don't follow anyone else though from that show. I don't think.
Well, I repost from their Instagram though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on maybe 20 reality fight Instagrams. I was on VH1, their website. I was on Black Ink, Instagram. Just looking
Did you
different.
feel like you looked a little crazy?
Yeah, I actually do. Because I don't like showing that side. Like, I like to, present myself as being a lady, present myself as being a businesswoman, a mother, a woman, period. I like to promote girl power and stuff. But, sometimes you got to, resort back to a certain way to show people that you don't play and stuff, so.
Now, a lot of people, it's a little known fact, I was on a reality show a few years ago called The Gossip Game. Nobody really watched it. It got canceled after the first season. But for me, I was thinking, I wasn't sure what was real, what was not. I also didn't realize that there were scripts that they were writing behind your back. Like, you didn't realize they were writing scripts, and you kind of have to fall in place in line with what's going on.
Right.
How did it come across for you?
That was kind of similar. So, I actually went to school for international business.
Okay.
My strong points is marketing, networking, and that's how I got myself far in the music industry. So, they thought it was a good idea that I come in and take the shop to the next level. That's how it was presented to me.
Got you.
But when I started filming, I started getting told by producers to do certain things or say certain things that I was just like, okay, I'm a little confused. I thought, just camera on and it's supposed to be really, raw and stuff. But, I guess certain things has to be scripted so that people could continue to watch the show.
Do you feel it elevated your career, take away from your career, or nothing?
All publicity is good publicity. So I don't take it that, it took away from my career. I just think it kind of showed me in a certain light that I wouldn't per se want people to see, but I sometimes do want them to know, don't let the pretty face fool you. And certain things.
So, how does this factor into your music career? Because that's your main thing. You're a lyricist. You're an MC. You consider yourself an MC,
Yes.
right? Okay. How does this all factor back into the music?
Just more people know who I am, because I think my only issue is just a lot of people don't really know who Signature is. They probably see me around people, they probably, heard of me but can't put a face to the name, or vice versa. So I just think like more so, whether it's good or bad, and people want to know who am I, they find out, okay, look, she does music, let me listen.
Yeah.
Let's see if I like it, if I don't like it, and then still it's just traffic coming my way.
Dope. So musically, we're in an interesting time. It's a great time, but it's an interesting time. Particularly though, New York is in a real weird space. We have a lot of really like hardcore hip hop, but then we also had this not even undercurrent. It's actually the current of trap rap in New York, which is kind of interesting. Now I heard some of your new stuff, and I was like, what's she doing? Where's she going with this? What's the situation with you, musically, artistically?
Well, I kind of like try to take off of what Kanye West did with Lil Pump. So it's like, all right, everyone is like, cause I always say with New York, we started the trends. We started hip hop. Music basically started from New York City.
Right.
And we never kind of followed people.
Right.
Our only issue was we didn't support each other. We will always just support each other when it was beneficial.
Right.
And that was like our downfall. But other than that, we was kind of everything everybody else wanted to be.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing that everybody is like following the leader. Like, like they're bunching up with people that, trying to still learn from us, but they just happen to have like the clout and stuff right now. And I just thought like, okay, let's take a song that everybody is used to right now, or let's say a beat. Let's take beats, that people is bumping to and kind of want to listen to right now because, this generation is into drugs, drinking, sex, all this stuff. So it's like they want to hear a certain type of sound, and then let's put lyrics to it. Let's put punchlines, bars, and stuff. So that's kind of what I did. I have a song called Queen of the Streets, a song called Say So, and it could be a mixture of what New York could give you with lyrics, but then what the South would bop to also.
Right.
So.
Gotcha. So how do you feel? I mean, my opinion is this has been a really good year for hip hop. Like we've just gotten pretty much anything you want, you can get if you like hip hop.
Right.
Now, if you're complaining, you're never gonna get what you want.
Right.
How do you feel? Like, what's your situation? I mean, where do you fit in? Like, you're not what I would say is a veteran, but you are inching towards that as far as your time in the game.
Right. I agree with you. I think that like right now hip hop is in a good space, especially like in New York, because we have like a lot of the big artists coming out of New York right now. And I feel like I'm getting a feeling of how maybe everybody felt when Bad Boy was popping, or when like the Locks, or like, certain artists like Biggie, Pac and stuff. But, I think we can go and take it up a notch if people support each other. Like people are seeing people and they'd rather go to a whole nother state and support these people and not help people in their city. And then if they surpass them and they need help now, they want to play victim.
Right. You mentioned in your the last interview I saw, you mentioned it was almost like a conflicting statement. You said we can work together, but when it comes down to it, I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
Me personally. Now,
that's just me, period, though. I'm not saying that's how you're supposed to be, but that's my personality. Like, I don't play to be number two.
Yeah.
And I don't play to lose. Like, I feel like, again, going back to basketball, if you're going to play, you can have friends that's in the next team, but you came to win the ring.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to say, oh, you my friend, I don't want you to feel no way, let's tie the game, or, I'm going to let you win. No, okay, let's come and let's compete. Right. And then we can go eat afterwards.
Okay. Now, we're in another thing. Right now, we have two queens of New York, or queens of hip-hop, right from New York, Cardi and Nicki.
Right. Queens in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Now it's Harlem time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like it feels like we're ready for more women at the top, chilling, not coexisting. What do you think about that?
First of all, I think they need to settle their situation because they are part of bringing New York back.
Yeah.
So we don't want them to be a part of making New York go back to the ground because of their catty ways and stuff. But like I definitely think like Harlem is next, Manhattan. Harlem actually started trends with a lot of stuff. And if you from New York, like Manhattan is the borough.
Yeah.
My cousin Shannon's from Queens. I love Queens and stuff. The Bronx, I went to school out there and stuff, but like I'm from Harlem. I was born in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Harlem. So,
It's crazy you mentioned Shan. We were talking about him earlier, and I think that's how we first met. Is that right? That's how we first met. Now Shan was introducing you to everybody back, just a few years ago. Did that help get you connections, help get you,
Well, I actually already had connections. It just got me connections with the older crowd.
Yeah, okay.
Because I already, I didn't really tell many people that I was related to him, because I just wanted to build, my own buzz and stuff. And then he just, started, bringing me around, and then I was meeting people that, my generation, they look up to people that look up to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all like Jay-Z, but Jay-Z likes Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Y'all like LL and Nas, but they like MC Shan.
Yeah.
So it's like I really kind of like to deal with credible people, and
Shan is the first person I saw sleep on an airplane across all 3 rows. We all went to Netherlands together one time, and we had the whole plane to ourselves, and he slept. I was like, yo, what's he doing? You could do that? I had no idea.
And they was telling me how Dapper Dan Gucci'd out his Acura.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, he was one of the first, So.
Shan he was a part of the Get Money era, the first Get Money era, as far as I could see, because they were so fly. They had all the cars, the jewelry, the clothes, and I'm from Delaware, so it trickled down, and we were like, how do you get that? How do you get that? But that was dope. That's dope. So back to the lyrics. So what do you like to do, bar wise? I get the impression, I could be wrong, that you like to spit. Period.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm big on punchlines. I'm big on metaphors, and I like to be very clever.
Yeah.
I like to say something that they were that's it makes sense, but I would have never thought she would put that together like that. I like to think. That's why I like to write and take my time. A lot of artists, yeah, I do. Okay. And I actually got a feather pen too. Oh, okay. But a lot of people they're in this stage, because I've been going into sessions with a lot of artists, and they have this thing that they like to just go in the booth and play the song and just say word for word, and I get it.
Punch in.
Yeah, because 10 years ago, I remember I was in the studio with Wayne when he recorded Phone Home.
Okay.
Right? So I seen how he did it, but it's it's kind of different from how these artists nowadays is doing it. And I'm still stuck on sitting down and writing, thinking about my bars. I want it to mean something. I don't want people to just bop and they get high and it's oh, that's fire. But then when they're sober, it's just oh, it's regular. Right. I want it to sit, and I have a strong name. My name's Signature, so it's I have to make sense of what I'm talking about. But they'd be we don't do that no more. You have to just jump in. I'm I do my thing, you do your thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know, I'm not going to mention the artist's name, but I never forget the first time I saw that. And I was he was writer. I mean, he not even write, I take that back. He would say a line, go smoke. 5 minutes later, come back. I was yo, what's he doing? It was the most bizarre thing I ever witnessed.
That's the same with me. Like I used to, when I first started doing music, I used to be obsessed with watching how people record.
Yeah. I used to listen to like breaths. I'm like, I hear Big Pun. He's breathing in between each bar. He's like,
And he was like crazy.
yeah.
Big Pun was just different with how he did certain things, how he
Black
flowed,
Thought.
everything.
Of course, of course. So you use a pen. That's what's up.
And I study.
You have notebooks?
Yeah, I have notebooks. I have, and then I have this ritual that like is weird. I would sometimes like smoke a blunt and I put on Amy Winehouse. And I would just look at her live videos and certain things because she puts me in a mood. Okay. And then I would like put on like Lost Boys. Okay. And then I would put on like Eminem. And then I would put on like just different people just so I could like listen to their flows, let it all sink in, and then I write.
You ain't mentioned not one MC from Harlem though.
The whole Diplomats. Yeah, the whole Diplomats. Salute. Yeah, salute to them. Like I love Cameron. Like Cam and Joel Santana was like a super, super duper beast to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Big L.
Absolutely. That's
you know, like Big L was like.
Yeah, Big L's, man, when the day he died, it hurt so bad. Yo, Mace can still spit.
Mace. Yeah, Mace.
Yo, when he came back at Cam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you know, like I used to always try to figure out who do I like more, Mace or Cameron. But it is like they was kind of also the same. And you know what? You know who else is dope too? Vado. Vado, I think he's kind of underrated and he's like really, really dope.
Definitely.
Like
Absolutely.
Rocky too. Rocky. Yeah. He's hella dope too. He's someone else that don't write. Like I literally seen him just get in the booth
Really.
And just spit.
Who did you look up to coming up? Like who did you? Because, you know, anytime I find lyricists, particularly of this present generation, I always want to know, like, who did you admire? Who put that in you to write so much?
Corey Guns.
Okay, yeah.
I would say Wayne. MC Light, Left Eye.
Okay.
Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo.
Okay.
Eminem, of course. Eminem, of course, he's like top. Nas. I just listen to the whole Diplomats. I love Mason Diddy, Biggie, of course. Right. Styles P. I love Styles P.
Like 3 projects this year, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and you know what's dope? Like I bang with Davies, One Shot Deals. Yeah. I bang with like is a couple of people that's like up and coming that's like dope as hell to me in rapping. Yeah. You know, like I like Miss Hustle.
I don't even know who that is.
Miss Hustle from Battle Rapping. Oh, okay. She's the first lady of Smack.
Okay, gotcha.
DVD. Like it's, you know, I don't just listen to top people. I listen to a lot of different people, like that I just think, like I like Cayenne. I like Kaya Baby. Yeah. So it's so it's I listen to a lot of like different people. Little Kim, of course. Yeah. Like, and Nicki Minaj. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first time I ever seen Nicki rap in the staircase with her bangs, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, that's so fire. We got another chick coming. And, you know, so I took, like, a blend of all of these different people, and I was just like, I created Signature, the artist. Yeah. So.
Making it in this day and age is tough, right? It's no question. You know, you have people like Tekashi, even Cardi, and others who are coming up in the social media world. And they're not really taking traditional routes based on your talent. You know, I was reading a quote about Stephen King. He's like, talent is the most, it's out there. Everybody.
I mean, Jimmy Iovine left the game because of this, because of social media.
Yeah.
And that was one of my idols, like, of why I wanted to work so hard. I wanted him to sign me. Wow. I wanted to get signed to Interscope through him, but he left the game when I actually came into it because he basically, you know, said what everyone's saying, like, you're getting famous off of followers.
Yep. And that's how people are getting signed now. Like, you have to come with followers. You have to come with, like, a crew, a marketing plan.
I've been I started rapping 6 years ago. 2 months into rapping, I started getting label deals.
Yeah.
Like just off of freestyling and putting it on Twitter, Instagram every Friday. Started getting label meetings, and they was telling me the same thing. Like, I'm around everybody, but they're just like, we need your followers this way. We need your streams this way. And it's like, but you don't think that once you say we just signed Signature, I'm gonna shoot up?
Right.
Because that's what, like, you didn't have none of that back in the day when you were signed like a Michael Jackson. I know that's way back, but I'm talking about legends. Yeah. Like when you was signing, let's say even 50 Cent, ASAP Rocky and them, like, you know, like, so it's a little different. Like now I'm seeing like you got people that's having a bunch of followers, certain type of pictures, and then they decide yesterday they want to rap. They call a friend maybe that can put words together, and now they got a deal. Because labels maybe don't have to do much. They just gonna get their cut.
They're getting the money though. They definitely getting the money. Now that was kind of like the first thing I thought when I saw you on the reality show. I was like, oh, okay, that's how she's gonna get her followers up, because she's fighting, blah blah blah.
I wasn't supposed to fight.
I didn't know.
I definitely wasn't supposed to fight.
I mean, I'm not, no judgment. Yeah. Like, however you gotta do it, you gotta do it however you.
I was supposed to actually come in being, you know, an artist. Yeah. You know, that knows her business, and they was gonna, you know, use that with my connection with the industry and, you know, bring more publicity towards the shop too. Yeah. Because everyone in the industry gets tattoos. Right.
Yeah, of course. So moving forward, how are you going to win? How is Signature gonna win? Like won't stop. Nah, come on. We need more specifics. Everybody that's winning has a plan. So what's your plan?
My plan is just really not to stop. Like my plan right now, I'm just moving a little bit more strategic though. Okay. So instead of being on the B side, I'm more on the A side now. Okay. I'm just like, I'm holding my ground. I'm knowing my worth. And I know, like, I look at myself as not being just anybody, because not just anybody will be around certain people. Yeah. Like going back to a lot of these people that have a lot of followers and stuff, they still can't get into the places that I get into. Yeah. They can't be around certain people that I'm around. So it's like now it just make a bag behind that. Right. And I feel like now it's just time to put out better music, because I already have good music, but right now I don't have the record that's gonna grab everybody to be like, all right, let's now pay attention to her. So that I'm just focusing on the record right now. I'm staying in the studio, and I'm bringing myself around certain opportunities. Like it's certain things that I'm getting into. I'm in acting classes now. I have a lot of opportunities with the film industry. Okay. That's dope. And I'm just gonna stand there next and just make sure I'm everywhere. Make sure you just gonna always keep seeing Signature.
Who do you wanna who you gonna get on a record with? Like, I feel like you need to be on a record with somebody. Who can we get you on?
Who do you think I should jump on a record with? Because that's something I don't really know. Like,
that's a good question.
Who do you think would sound dope? Not just someone that's just dope and hot and on fire right now, but who would be like dope on a record with me?
You know, I was thinking somebody who we haven't heard from in a minute. I don't know why, but AZ jumped out of me. Like, I mean, it's obvious a Nas or something, right? Because that's just, that's just a given. But I'm like, man, if she did a joint with AZ, that would be like.
All right, so I would definitely want to work with True Life, Jen Gates. Oh, okay.
True Life.
P&B Rock, A
Rock,
Boogie.
Okay. A Boogie, okay.
A Boogie. I want to do a joint with Cam.
Cam, yeah.
I want to do a joint with Cam so badly, and I want to do something. I definitely want to do a record with Davies, because we're from 3 blocks away from each other. Right. I'm from 109th and Lex. He from 109th and First.
That sounds like something we need to make happen.
Yeah, and then like maybe like the Locks. But who would be a female?
Well, I wasn't trying to go that route, because, see, that's just what everybody
And I
expects.
feel like everyone expects that, but it never happens.
It never happens because, to me, and I could be wrong, there's really only a few.
I want to do something with Kim.
That's
I got
what I was going to say.
I got a perfect
But I
song for
didn't
Lil
wanna-
Kim. And then after that, she could sit back and go back to her throne. I got a perfect song for Lil Kim.
We got to get Kim in here. Let's see. How could we do that? We're going to talk to Wonder and see how we can get Kim in here. Kim, I was going to say Kim. That was my first thought, but I ain't want to.
Nah, if I was to have to choose a female, one female first, it would be Lil Kim.
Yeah.
Because she would be Dr. Dre, I'll be Eminem.
She just did a song with Dream Doll, so
Yeah, I liked it. It was dope.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna work on that. What about guys? I also see you on. I don't know. I'm trying to think of spitter. I don't know if you can hang with Black Thought.
I want to do something with Black Six. Six Black.
Six Black.
That's his name.
He's a singer. Does he rap too?
Nah, he rap.
Oh, see.
He rap. I definitely. He's like a genius to me.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do something.
But you just let me say you couldn't hang with Black Thought. Why? You just let that slide?
Nah, I definitely think I could. I mean, I was
trying to get a response. I was trying to troll you just now. You didn't. You didn't go for it.
Black Thought is a beast.
Yeah.
These are people that I study. I'm a student to the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not someone that's just like doing it to do it. I'm a student to the game. So if I ever get the chance to do something with Black Thought, we're gonna sit in the studio about a few hours, and I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna study him, and I know how to become him.
Yeah. Now, didn't we meet? We met one time before, right? Didn't we have a meeting, just not a interview, nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did that, right? Mm-hmm. What did we talk about?
Going next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah. That was like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
We got to figure this out. I think you're good for the game. I definitely think you're good for the game. I don't sit in the camera lens with that many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really understand that. Like, I don't sit in the camera lens with that many people. But I think you got something special. So we got to figure it out. You came in here looking like new money, too, by the way. Not new money.
Because it might mean some new money coming.
That's what I'm saying. I came through with
I got my members club.
tip.
Shout out to Sugar J. I got my members club blazer, you know.
Okay.
So.
That's what's up. See, that's what I'm trying to do in the new year. Just, I'm kind of a hoarder, so I don't throw a lot away. But I'm trying my best to give away like all my clothes so I can just start.
I have someone you could give it to. We just did a coat drive yesterday with Nick Storm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we have like this.
But see, I don't want people I know to judge me. They be looking at.
No, they not, because it's going to people that need it.
Yeah,
so no one's gonna do that. You had some people that brought new stuff, some people that brought old stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just. Yeah.
One time I did that, and the dude, somebody I knew, bought my clothes from like Goodwill or something and sent me a message like, "Yo, thanks a lot for this shirt." I felt good about that.
Yeah, you do. It makes you like, it feels good to like give back, and you know, so.
That's what's up. So tell me what you hate right now.
Trollers.
Trollers?
Yeah, like I don't like that people. You know what? I always see myself, before I say that, I always see myself being very big in this world. I won't even just say industry, in this world. And so because of that, I never judge people from just looking at them from a TV, internet, newspaper, magazine. Because I always was like, this is about to be me, and I don't want people to look at me like this.
Right.
But it's like when you start actually going through it, or like when people don't like really, when they don't know you like that, it kind of, I have tough skin for it, so it's not me complaining. It's just more so of me trying to keep my temper, because I have a hot head. Right. And I don't like people seeing my temper, because you can lose money from me, and I don't like losing money.
But you can also get money.
You could get
Look
money.
What happened with Cardi.
You could get money, but at the same time, I'm around people that actually write the checks for the people that's finding this talent to write a check for them.
Right.
So these higher level people is looking like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll put you here, but we don't want you here because we don't want this to go on.
Yeah.
So it also could stop money. I don't want no type of money being stopped. I want to get every dollar.
Your comments, do they annoy you? Like, I don't know what you.
Well, no, not really, because I don't know them.
Yeah.
It will only annoy me if I know them. Like, I
Okay.
don't know any of these people, so.
We don't talk too much about you being a mother.
Mm-hmm.
To a 5-year-old. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
5-year-old. Okay. 5-year-old girl. How does your daughter see you?
I'm her biggest hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's big to me. So I have this thing. I love to be sexy, of course. But I love to be classy because at the same time, my daughter's so smart. She knows how to troll the internet.
Right.
She know how to do certain things. If she was to grab my phone, she'll know how to go into Instagram. Of course, she can't. She's not like knowing everything that's going on. But I'm very cautious of how my daughter's gonna see me with certain things. So that's going back to the Black Ink situation. I was just like, okay, I was more embarrassed for my daughter more than more than anybody else. Because again, I don't know these people. Y'all supposed to watch me. Yeah, that's what TV's for. You know, so. With me, I just like try to focus on being the woman that she's going to admire. Because a lot of people would say, and then just other young girls too, because a lot of people be like, well, I do this, and I'm not trying to be a role model, but you are. Because once a lot of people is looking up to you and watching you and paying attention to you, they're going to look up to you. They're going to want to do something you're doing if they like you. Yeah. Half of the time, even when they don't like you, they might see something they like. Yeah. And just,
I saw you posted like a sexy picture. I think you said something, I don't show my this side or whatever. What made you post that one?
It was art. It was more art because I don't have like that. I have a cute little shape and stuff, Pilates and all that. But I don't have like that I would say vixen type shape or like your average builder rapper, female rapper body shape. Yeah. I don't have that. So me walking down the street and I will be like, rest in peace Kim Porter, but I will be like a Kim Porter compared to like the rest of the rap chicks. They're looking all the same. Everyone looks the same. So it's like...
Yeah, because everybody's getting surgery.
Yeah, everyone.
No disrespect, but a lot of these people, it's not even physically possible to have that type of body. Like if you have that type of butt and that type of breast, then you're going to have a belly. And a lot of them don't have any belly. So, I mean, no disrespect to them, anybody doing surgery.
And a lot of them look good with it, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's like almost like an ideal because, everybody's like the Coke bottle figure type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that puts you at a disadvantage? Because when you have, it's like taking a test and everybody's cheating and you studied real hard, but then you have people who are doing what is a proven method of getting attention, which is really first before your talent. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times if you can get people to look at you and lust over you or whatever you want to call it, then that's like half the battle won.
But I get that already, like, not tooting my horn, but I get that with my face already. Yeah. So I never really...
You just tooted your own horn, like you really did.
I never really had to do much. Yeah. So I don't know, like a lot of this attention that females pay for, I've always gotten. I actually try to get away from it. Yeah. I'm actually like, it's a reason why I don't like to be a certain way, take certain pictures. It'll be once in a blue I do it. But I don't, if you go through my page, I'm covered up. I'm always, doing, it's like a sexy, classy type thing. Yeah. Because I'm just kind of used to it. A lot of these females that do it, being honest, they're doing it because they never had that type of attention. Or they wanted a certain way, or people, it was always looked over. Right. So it's like, you know what, that's they're doing it for me. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, to me, I'm just trying to show my daughter, like, I'm not saying that she might grow up and not get surgery, because who knows? I don't know how she's going to grow up, but I'm just trying to teach her, listen, if you don't want to, don't let the world pressure you, because I'm an artist and I go into labels and they literally tell me, listen, you ever thought about getting your body done? You ever? And I mean, these are execs asking me this. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, no. Did you ever ask Holly Berry to get her body done? How do you feel about her?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ask Vanity Six to get it? How do you feel? How do you still feel about her? How do you still look at her?
Right.
Do they look better than the people that you're looking at now? Because I don't think so. And some of them are dead.
Wow. Yeah, of course. Have you ever had a Me Too moment in hip hop? Because hip hop is the only genre. I mean, not only, but it's a genre that's seen very limited Me Too moments, even though we know it's a lot going on.
I think everyone did. I don't think no one ever not had a Me Too moment.
Yeah.
Can you name one?
Someone
that
who has
never had a Me Too moment.
I mean, not to say that I've talked to every person, but yeah, I haven't seen. Most people do. Yeah.
There's no one that never. There's someone you're inspired by.
Of course.
Even Michael Jackson, who was our legend, was inspired by James Brown. Chris Brown is our new Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So and then he was inspired by I don't know if he ever said it, but that's how I look at him. He's like our new Michael Jackson / Cisco.
Yeah. Right. Michael Jackson / Cisco. What you mean?
Yeah, because Cisco was the first to do flip singing with the mic and really could sing and dance.
Got you. Okay.
I mean, he was the first to do platinum hair, and then Amber Rose, and
Yeah.
everyone sees someone and get inspired, and these are the people that was being made fun of for being them, and doing it kind of their way, adding their signature to it.
Right.
Because Michael Jackson did, but he still added his moonwalk to it. Instead of going to the side, he went back.
Right, of course. Have you ever thought of getting down with a clique, a crew? Mm-hmm. Have you tried?
No, I didn't. I think I would have fit good with ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have fit good with ASAP.
They don't have any female presence.
I would have fit good with ASAP. I think I would fit good with Dream Chasers. I think I fit good with. I really wanted to be the first lady of Aftermath. They ain't have no females either, but that would have just been, just an MC type thing.
Yeah. Dream Chasers is a good one. That's a good one. Real good. They still hungry over there.
Yeah, I like Dream Chasers. I really like the artists that they have over there and stuff.
Okay. The conclusion of this interview. What final words do you have for the people, to the industry, anybody watching this?
My name's Signature. You can't do nothing without it. No, but just follow me on all music platforms, Sig The Trig. Follow me on Instagram, Sig The Trig, and just look out for my new project that I'm about to drop. I'm going to be releasing it and the name of the project's next month in December.
All right, so tell me about your new single.
So my new single is called Queen of the Streets. It was produced by Man Made. He's from Atlanta. And it's really dope because I'm talking about we have the two queens that she was talking about from New York City. And I'm just holding it down for the streets because I'm still in the slums right now. I'm trying to make it up there right now. So I'm just talking about my livelihood and what's going on with me on that record.
You're a classy person, but you're also the queen of the streets. Okay, that's what's up. So you feel like the streets is lacking right now as far as lyrics, or as far as a woman, a presence?
Just a presence of women. That's it with the streets, because a lot of people from the streets, they have females that they go to for advice, or they have to keep around so that, to just keep them going and stuff. So I want to just kind of talk about that, and I want to bring it to light and put it on the beat.
Okay. So where can people get that?
It's on all music outlets. Well, actually, next week is going to be on all music outlets like Spotify, Tidal, and everything, but it's on my SoundCloud right now. So you could subscribe to my SoundCloud, which is Sig The Trig. SIGDATRIG.
Spell again?
SIGDATRIG.
Okay.
And I have a documentary coming out. It's called Tatia the Signature. It's gonna be basically talking about my upbringing in this industry, sort of what Growing Up Hip Hop show is about.
Yeah.
I'm it's gonna be a mixture of that with me kind of being a little girl from Brown Sugar.
Oh, okay.
And like me literally growing up and seeing, you know, because I grew up around Dougie Fresh and all these different type of legends, and just seeing that they have songs that they're performing today from 30 years ago.
Got you.
So, and I'm writing a movie too, so.
Okay.
It's a couple of things that I'm doing.
Doing the movie thing heavy over at AllHipHop. Well, sort of heavy. We working on it. So, real quick, I'm going to grab something right here and put it into the camera. And it's makeup. And it says signature on it with a lipstick. What's this?
That's what Lolita wants.
Lolita?
Yeah, it's a lip lacquer.
Okay.
Lipstick and lip gloss in one.
So talk about it.
So basically, like when girls put on lipsticks, right? Mm-hmm. Their problem is that their lip is dry. So I decided to put together a lipstick that's going to be able to give you color, but it's also going to give you a splash of like that gloss, like that is not dry, it's soft, it's kissable.
Okay.
So this is called Signature Kiss.
Okay.
And you can get some Signature Kiss from www.thesignaturekiss.com.
All right, man, we out.